You might adopt the approach of that framework that is well designed, an architecture that is carefully considered and cleverly implemented will lend itself to reuse within your organization. The truth is, even the most beautiful, elegant, and reusable architecture, framework, or system will only be reused by people who know it is there, by people who know how to use it, or people who are convinced that it is better than doing it themselves. Within an organization, developers or designers need to know that a design, framework, library, or fragment of code exists, where they can find all the critical information like documentation, versions, compatibility in order to reuse them. It is a simple logical truth that people won't look for things that they don't believe exist. You are more likely to succeed with reusable elements if the information about them is pushed. There are any number of methods for pushing information about reusable elements in an organization, ranging from wiki pages with an RSS feed providing up-to-date information, or email announcing version updates in the source repository. In a tiny team, the designer or the lead developer can inform his colleagues in personal conversations also. Ultimately, whatever your process for communicating about reusable elements, make sure you have one. Don't leave it up to chance. Understanding how to reuse an element depends on skills and training. Of course, there are those people who resonate with coding and design. We have all worked with them, the gifted developers and architects who have the speed and depth of understanding that is impressive, sometimes even scary. But these people are rare. The rest of your team might be made up of good, solid, intelligent developers and designers, but they need to be taught. Developers and designers might not know or fully understand of the particular design pattern used in a design or the inheritance model that the framework designer intended them to use. They need to be given easy access to that information in the form of up-to-date documentation or even better, training. A little training goes a long way toward ensuring that everyone is on the same page when it comes to reuse. People, and particularly developers, tend to prefer solve problems themselves rather than ask for help. Asking how something works is considered as a sign of weakness or even an indication of ignorance. This has a lot to do with the maturity and personality type of your individual team members. The young, better than doing it themselves means different things to different people. The young guns on your team will always want to write things themselves because it appeases their egos. More experienced people more likely to accept that someone else has given the thought to the problem domain and has something to offer in terms of a solution. If your team doesn't know where to find reusable artifacts or how to reuse them, they will default to the natural human position. They will build it themselves and you have to pay for it. Finally, remember reuse is about people and education, not just architecture.